Welcome back to the latest Freakin' 2 food review. On today's menu, we've got 2 new flavors of Pringles, 7-layer dip and loaded potato skins, and new Reese's PB&J flavors, strawberry and grape. Now here at Freakin' 2, we don't just do a dainty taste test and think, oh, I think it tastes like the real thing. There's no think. There's no thinking. There's no thought. We're comparing it against the real thing. I don't know why I'm saying we, because it's just me. I'm comparing it to the real thing. 7-layer dip, meet a 7-layer dip. Loaded potato skin, meet your match. Strawberry and grape PB&J, I've got the OG here to compare. But let's dive into these right away and just get started here. I'm going first with the loaded potato skin. This is as close to a main course as I can get because these are gonna be more like dessert later. On the package they show bacon, cheese, it looks like maybe green onions, and of course a potato. My potato skin here has bacon, cheese, and potato. I'm not fond of green onions, so I'm not missing those. By the way, did you know Pringles aren't really potato chips? They are potato crisps. There's some legal reason for that, but I don't care because I still love them. I've loved Pringles my whole life. You can call them what you want, I still like them. But let's take a sniff of these potato skins here. Nice artificial smell to it. There's a hint of potato in there. I mean, it's supposed to be made of potato in the first place, but there's like a hint of potato skin in there. Am I gonna taste bacon, cheese, and potato skins? Let's see. First taste. All right, there was a parade of flavors there. First up, I got hit in the mouth with some cheese. Then there was a little bit of a bacon overtone after that. I'm not so sure about the skin part, but there is obviously a potato taste because it's a potato crisp, not a potato chip. What's the right way to eat these? Curve up or curve down? There's a debate about that. What do you guys think? I guess I do a curve up, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's compare it to the real thing here now. This is a TGI Fridays loaded potato skin that I just pulled out of the oven. This has bacon, cheese, and potato. And there's an ample amount of skin too. Here we go. And ironically, the flavor that is the most prominent here that I didn't get here is the potato, and this is supposed to be a potato crisp. I mean, because look, there's a lot of potato here, and you know this is like paper thin, so you got a lot of coating and a little bit of potato. You got a lot of potato here. Let's try it one more time. Chip first. Mostly cheese. Mostly cheese. And this isn't mostly cheese. I think the flavor profile is in reverse order. The most prominent here is the cheese, then the bacon, then the potato. And on this one, the most prominent is the potato, then the bacon, and the cheese. Let's combine these and see what happens there. I kind of like the combination of the two of these, honestly. This one, the flavor is much more powerful. It's a more overpowering flavor, but you get that extra crunch in there. I kind of like them together, to be honest, so they pair well. Flavor-wise, I do like this one quite a bit. It's a nice flavor, but it's much heavier on the cheese, and the potato skin's kind of in the back. On its own, I like the flavor, but accuracy-wise, it's kind of close. But we're just getting started here. Let's go on to the 7-layer dip. Kind of a side dish here. I guess this could have been an appetizer, then the other main course. Oh well, I wasn't thinking ahead. Now the packaging shows olives, tomatoes, I think that's lettuce, sour cream, and there's a dip here, looks like some salsa, more sour cream, guacamole. It's hard to tell. They don't really say what the 7 layers are supposed to be. It smells like salsa. That's what it smells like. It smells like salsa, but we're not here to smell these. Now, accuracy-wise, I'll talk about it in a second here, but flavor-wise, it's very good. It tastes like a salsa-flavored Pringle. I'm not sure about 7 layers. Salsa, yes. 7-layer, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, it's good. It's good. They gotta keep this one. They gotta keep it. This is an actual 7-layer dip. Let's take a scoop of this and see how it compares. This has beans, sour cream, olives, tomatoes, I think guac in there. I know it's 7 layers, but I don't know if I can name all the 7 layers right now. Let's take a bite. Oh man, that's really good. Just by itself, that's good. The beans are pretty heavy in there. The olives actually stand out. Pretty much all the layers are pretty good. The sour cream, there's guacamole in there. That is a solid dip, I have to say. Let's go back and forth here a little bit. Back to the chip now. It's really good, but it's not the same. Let's do a lightning round here. So this is much heavier on the salsa end of it, whereas this, you get a lot of beans and sour cream. So it's a much smoother texture. There's a little bit of heat on this one. A little bit of heat, not a lot, but just a little bit of heat. Let me try something else here. Let's pull out the OG Pringles for a second here. By the way, Pringles are terrible for dipping. You know, they just break. Let me see if I can scoop some of this on a regular Pringle here. Oh, it already broke. I love Pringles, but they're not good for dipping. Now I've got my 7-layer dip on a regular Pringle here. Let's try that. Now back to this one. Not the same. I mean, both of these are fantastic, to be honest with you. I really like the flavor of these. Let's say, honestly, it's more like a salsa. If they had said salsa, I think I would have probably been more convinced. It's not quite 7-layer dip. Some of these layers I don't taste at all. I taste the salsa, don't really get the beans, don't really get the sour cream or olives, but I don't really care. They're that good. They've got to make these permanent. These are some of the better Pringles I've had in a long time. So dipping the regular Pringles in there didn't really make it any closer to this one. Let me try dipping this one in there. All right, let's try that now. Dipping the 7-layer dip Pringles into a 7-layer dip. Whoa, that's good. It's too bad Pringles aren't more dippable because that combination is stellar. You get that extra salsa kick with these Pringles and that crunchy texture, that rocks. I'm not sure if this is totally accurate to what it's supposed to be, but it's really good anyways. But if you want to combine it with an actual 7-layer dip, can't go wrong with that. But now it's time to move on to some desserts. I mean, when I first saw these, I thought that was like it's a no-brainer. They should have been doing this for decades. So now I've been obsessed with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for my entire life. That's the one food I don't get sick of. I could go months at a time eating one every day, which I have, and I never get sick of them. I've been obsessed with Reese's ever since I was a little kid too. In fact, I've been obsessed with Reese's and peanut butter sandwiches since before most of you were even a twinkle in your father's eye. So in that case, I feel ridiculously qualified to try these out. By the way, I should also point out they have minis. They have a mini version. I guess they're called snack size, but we have the grape big cup and snack size, strawberry big cup and snack size. I have a use for both of these in this video. Let's go with the grape first. I'm not usually one to watch other reviews before I try something out, but I did watch a couple on these to see people were saying about. A lot of people were saying they didn't like the grape as much as the strawberry. I'm not sure about that. I almost lean grape. I'm a grape leaner. Take one of these big cups out of here and cut it in half. This is my lunch today, by the way. This is all I'm eating. I think it's my lunch and my dinner. Let's cut this in half. Take a quick look at it. All right, a little bit of the bottom came off, which actually gives us a little peek inside. There's kind of a thin layer of grape at the bottom, a lot of peanut butter. Filling-wise, of the filling, it's like 90% peanut butter, maybe 10% jelly, if that. It doesn't seem like a lot of filling, but maybe that's on purpose. Maybe that's by design. First bite of the grape PB&J. Now that was interesting. That was interesting how those flavors kind of arrived in a different order. It was like the peanut butter bust the door open and then the grape kind of casually strolled inside. The grape doesn't arrive at first. The peanut butter is so overpowering that the grape just kind of follows behind and peeks in the door. Once it all kind of arrives and mingles with the crowd, it's pretty good. I do get a peanut butter and jelly flavor out of it. Let me move on, before I go on to my comparison here, let me go on to the strawberry. My first impression is pretty good of that grape. There is the strawberry. It almost looks like a little bit more strawberry than grape. Maybe that's just my individual specimen, but it seems like it's a tad more strawberry. Maybe not. Let's take a bite of this one now. And that one's interesting. I'm not sure if I like it better. A lot of people are saying the strawberry is much better. I'm not sure it's much better, but they're both good. But that one's a little bit different because the flavor seems cohesive from the start. The grape is almost like you start off with peanut butter and swirl some grape in as you're eating it. The strawberry, they're already mixed together. That's the way it tasted at first bite. But I'm not done yet. I have a grape peanut butter and jelly sandwich here. Now my peanut butter and jelly is much more equal. I'm gonna cut out that segment right in the center. None of these edges for me. All right, cut it out so the very center is gonna be the bite I have. Let's taste these side by side. And I gotta say, I'm not hating this. I'm not hating the idea of either one of these. Let's taste these side by side and see how the comparison is. Bite of grape. Actual sandwich. You know, the one thing missing from this is the taste of the bread. There's no bread taste in here. That's kind of the one flavor that, I mean, besides the bread, it's the same. Besides the bread, it's the same flavor. I've got a strawberry PB&J now. Let's do the same thing. Once again, I'm cutting the center out. I'm gonna go right in the center. I've never cut a sandwich like this before, by the way. But I want to get the dead center right there. Strawberry PB&J, meet strawberry PB&J Reese's. Reese's first. Sandwich next. Once again, the only difference is the taste of the bread. To me, that was an almost identical flavor. That was really good. I think they've really nailed down the PB&J flavor inside of a Reese's peanut butter cup. But I got one more thing to try now. Whew, this is a lot. This is a lot, man. This is a lot. Don't forget to stick around for my grand finale at the end, which is going to be utterly ridiculous. Grape PB&J sandwich with a grape PB&J snack size. Here we go. Wow, look at that. It's a rough job. Wow, that was good, man. Obviously, the chocolate's been missing from the sandwich, but the bread's been missing from the Reese's. When you combine those, wow. Let's do the same thing with the strawberry now. Woo! Let's open up, I'm getting full. I'm getting full. I got one more thing to try after this, which is the most ridiculous of them all. Strawberry Reese's snack size on the strawberry peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Here we go. That's a flavor that could kill you and you wouldn't even care because it's that good. The combination of those flavors is so good it probably shouldn't even be legal. The conclusion of the peanut butter Reese's is that they nailed it. They definitely nailed it. That flavor is really good. It's a bit heavy in the peanut butter, but I don't think most people care about that. But I have one more thing to try before I wrap this thing up, and I'm not really looking forward to it, but let's see what happens. All right, I have one last thing to do, and I have to do this. I'm gonna put everything together, and I'm not just gonna buy them together. I'm gonna put them in my Ninja Express chop and pulverize them together. I'm not even sure what consistency it's gonna have, but let's do it. First up, a hunk of loaded potato skin, a Pringles loaded potato skin, spoonful of 7-layer dip, Pringles 7-layer dip. How about snack size grape and strawberry Reese's? And a hunk of strawberry and grape peanut butter sandwiches. What do you guys think about that? What will this even look like when it's done? Is it gonna be a solid liquid or gas or plasma? Who knows? Here we go. Woo! What is that? It's kind of a brownish gray color. It's like brown, and that's what we've got. What do you guys think? Oh, wow. Oh. It's like, it smells like peanut butter mixed with salsa and beans. That's what it smells like. I don't know, man. I mean, all the ingredients are things I like, but not together. Here we go. You know what? It's not that bad. It's not something, it's weird. It's strange. Somehow, the ingredients almost go together. Not in that bite as much. There's some tomato in there. Here, I'll make a sandwich. 7-layer dip Pringle on the bottom, loaded potato skin Pringle on the top, and just kind of smash it together. All right, I've had enough. If I have any more, I'm gonna get sick. It's just a weird flavor. You ever go to a friend's house and they serve you something that's just kind of weird? You're like, I've never had anything like this before. And you eat it even though you're not even sure if you like it or not? That's what that tastes like. Some friend's house where you're like, what is your mom making? The peanut butter kind of overpowered almost everything else, but then there's all these hints of like sour cream and tomato. That's weird. But I think that's about it for today. I don't think I can eat anything else. As far as I'm concerned, all 4 of these flavors rock. Both of the Pringles are really good. I would say the 7-layer dip is my favorite of the 2. The 2 Reese's are pretty good too, although I don't think the strawberry is the clear winner that some people do. I think they're pretty close either way. Now, I'm not sure the loaded potato skins is really a must-have. The 7-layer dip, they've got to keep this one on. And these 2 flavors are so obvious, they've got to keep these as well. But that's all I've got. If you've tried these flavors, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.